Replacing the functional trainer air cylinder. Tools and materials required are shown on screen and listed in the video description below. Before servicing, be advised of the high pressure air warning. Disconnect the air supply and release all air pressure from the machine before servicing. Disconnect the machine's air line from the compressor or outlet. Then press and hold the negative thumb button to release all air pressure from the machine until the hiss sound has stopped. Removal. Open the back cover of the functional trainer. Use a number 2 Phillip screwdriver to remove the 2 screws along the top cover. Use a number 3 screwdriver to remove the 8 screws of the back cover. Pull up the back cover from the opening at the base to clear the base bolts. Tilt up the top cover, then release the back cover from the machine. We now have access to the air cylinder. Removing the air cylinder. Unscrew the jam nut using an adjustable wrench. Then unscrew the rod from the cylinder bracket. Release the 1/4-inch air tube. Wedge cutting pliers between the tube end. Then slowly pry off the air tube. Disconnect the modular plug from the jack. Remove the air tank for clearance. Slowly unscrew the tank to prevent damaging the O-ring. Remove the compression nut from the air cylinder to release the 3/8-inch tubing. Loosen the bolt and nut from the top cylinder bracket using a 1/4-inch Hex Bit Socket with ratchet and a 9/16-inch wrench. Remove the nut by hand. Then, hold the air cylinder with one hand, and with your other hand, release the bolt. Release the 1/4-inch tubing. Pry off using cutting pliers. The air cylinder is now released from the machine. Installation. Prepare the cylinder air tubes. Cut off no more than a 1/4 inch off the ends, leaving a clean, even edge. Do not cut the flow restrictor end of the muffler assembly. Note: the male lure fitting on the processor box can come loose during installation, resulting in an air leak. Twist clockwise to tighten and lock the fitting onto the processor box. Installing the air cylinder. Position the air cylinder tang pointing up and the jack pointing right. Attach the 1/4-inch air tube from the processor box to the rear barb fitting on the air cylinder. Fully seat the air tube using Needlenose Pliers. Position the tang of the air cylinder into the top cylinder bracket. Then, reinstall the bolt and nut using a 1/4-inch Hex Bit Socket with ratchet and a 9/16-inch wrench. Connect the modular plug into the jack. Attach the 1/4-inch air tube from the thumb buttons to the front barb fitting on the air cylinder. Fully seat using Needlenose Pliers. Remove the compression nut from the air cylinder. We'll be using the compression nut already installed on the 3/8-inch tubing. Reinstall the 3/8-inch tubing to the air cylinder. Tighten the compression nut until snug using a 5/8-inch wrench. Reinstall the air tank. Thread slowly to prevent cross-threading, and keep the air tube behind the air tank. Tighten until snug. Remove the jam nut from the original air cylinder and thread it onto the rod of the new cylinder. Pull down the rod toward the cylinder bracket. To release the vacuum pressure, press and hold the negative thumb button as you pull down the rod. Thread the rod into the cylinder bracket. Thread until the rod is flush with the bottom end of the bracket nut. Lock the jam nut to the cylinder bracket using an adjustable wrench. Air pressure test. Before closing the machine, connect the air supply. Add resistance to the machine to pressurize the system. Then set the resistance to 10 pounds and allow the machine to sit for 10 minutes. Note, during this period, the display will enter sleep mode. Listen for air leaks at all the airline connection points. If a leak is detected, correct the failure by slightly tightening any loose fittings and restart the air pressure test. After the 10-minute test period, lightly tap the positive thumb button to exit sleep mode. Observe the resistance value. Plus or minus 1 pound from the start resistance passes the test. Here, 10.6 pounds is within range. Test pass. Complete the installation by closing the functional trainer. Slip the back cover under the top cover. Clear the bottom base bolts, and route the airline through the port. Reinstall the 8 screws of the back cover using a number 3 Phillip screwdriver. Reinstall the 2 screws of the top cover using a number 2 Phillip screwdriver. Installation is now complete. As always, check your work before use. Review the procedure to ensure proper installation. Check all fasteners and ensure no air leaks are detected. Open the back cover and review the troubleshooting section to correct any air leaks. If reconnecting air tubes, follow the shutdown procedure in the safety info section. We hope that you found this walkthrough helpful. If you have any questions or to order replacement parts, visit kaiser.com/support. Thanks for watching.